Sister Andrea Brunette is in a place to be. How you doing, Senate?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well.
So you have something to show us today?
Yes, I went on to the product line and I bought 3 shirts and I just wanted to show you all what I got.
Oh, let's see.
Okay, so this is the first one. This is the
Ah, the Ankh shirt.
the Ankh shirt. I got it in black and gold, but I think I'm gonna go and get a blue one too.
All right.
Okay, so that's the first one.
All
And
right.
then
The Ma'at. Oh, it looks
this
good in
I don't
blue.
yeah,
All
I don't know.
right.
Yeah, this is the Ma'at one.
Oh, that's
I don't
what's
know if you
up.
can see.
Yeah, we see it. We
I'm
see
trying.
it.
Can you see it?
Nice bright
And
color.
yeah, I love this. I love this color. I love it. And then the piece de la resistance is my favorite
Probably the best to
one.
be
I'm
tonight.
gonna place the piece tonight. Yeah,
That's what's up. Probably the
there's
best
that
to
on
be
the sleeve
tonight.
too.
Even on the sleeve.
Tonight,
All right.
even on the
Tonight.
sleeve. I had it. Yeah,
All
this
right.
is this is the lick right here. So I'll be wearing that on
Oh,
your next live. I will have this one on.
oh, that's
Yeah.
beautiful. All right.
So
Well,
that's the 3 ones I got.
thank you very
Love
much
them.
for your support. It's appreciated. I'm glad that you like the products.
You're welcome. You're
All
welcome,
right.
and we'll see you on the next live stream.
All right. See you.
Okay, I hope you can see this. Civilization started with agriculture. Custom made shirt from my aunt forever, Shaka Indugu. Civilization started with agriculture. This is Curse of Hammurabi, Shaka Indugu, who I support. Civilization started with agriculture because
All right. Hey, brother Donnie Williams. See, you got your
Yeah,
mail.
yeah. What's up, Shaka? I was gonna do just I know it's a serious topic, but I was gonna do a little
No. I appreciate that, bro. I'm
unboxing.
glad.
So
I'm glad. Yeah. Live
yeah, man.
unboxing, bro. You don't mind if I use this excerpt, like as a clip, my
No,
intro?
no,
Oh,
it's all
thank you.
good.
Thank you. And
Yeah,
for those who wonder, I'm gonna share the link. All right, that's lovely.
yeah. I got the Heather Gray. Oh man, yeah,
Oh, you got the
I
Kemet
didn't.
shirt as well. Okay,
Yeah, I didn't know it had that on the back
in the
though.
back. Yeah,
Yeah, that's nice. That's what's up,
that's
man.
lovely. Oh, thank you. I
So
appreciate that.
yeah. So just letting you know, just coming through, showing some support real quick, man. I'm about to get back into this Netflix film. So um, just wanted to say peace, man, and thanks.
Yeah, thanks a lot, brother.
Okay. All
All
right.
right.
Hey, this is my unboxing video that I'm doing for the product I bought from my Forever's channel. I bought the coffee mug, and here it is. Sorry there's a glare from the screen, but lots of bold, crisp, beautiful colors, inside and out, high quality ceramic. I absolutely love it. So y'all go check out his website. It's got a lot of fun, fresh designs. And cheers to you, Shaka, and all of your endeavors. Peace.
Our sister RP is in the place to be. What's up, sister?
Et Sin E. How you doing?
Et Senate E. I'm doing Nefer.
Oh, great, great. Um, well, I got it today. I was thinking it was coming from France, but then I did the tracking and it was outside actually when I went to check, and here it is.
Oh, that's what's up. It's just like my hat. That's what's up.
Yeah,
Let me do the solo layout. There it is, brothers and sisters. That's
yeah.
what's up.
I really like this. Yeah, so I have an after school program that I help facilitate. And I'm going to wear this because we're going to start talking about coding. So I'm going to
Okay.
use this as an introduction because this is a code. It's
Mm,
ancient code, but it's still a code. And then we're going to be able to, demonstrate. I'll be able to demonstrate to them the meanings inside each of the, glyphs and stuff. So, but yeah, I was looking online and I was like, this is actually like really good. designs, So as soon as I get some more, extra money, I'm gonna get the matching hat, and I want to get a Ma'at shirt. But I really like the Kemet one.
Mic check 1 2. Hotep Senuhena Senut Tiran E Shakanugu Kemet. I hope you're doing well. The title of this live stream is Blasphemy? Question mark. Sanada's wife Napah Shadah said they are both gods and she'll kill all of us if she wanted. Let's get to the nitty-gritty straight away and hear it before I see who's in the place to be.
My husband is a king, but guess what? I'm a queen. My husband is a god, but guess what? I'm a god.
So her husband Sanada is a god and she is a god. According to who? Woof woof. She said it. I didn't say it. For those who don't know, she goes by the name Napah Shadah.
I'll fucking blast the hell out of you motherfuckers. I'll kill all of you if I want to, but I'm a good god. I'm a very righteous god. And I let you live.
She's giving us a pass. All right, let's see who's in the place to be. Andrea Burnett is in the place to be. Donnie Williams is in the place to be. V. Bennett is in the place to be. Donnie wrote, Andrea cracks me up. That smile lights up the room, I'm sure. It does, She looks angry. You're like, oh, hold on. She's Andrea not happy. She's smiling. It's all good. You're good. Tar's in the place to be. He wrote, mental death and negative spirit possession is real. Mental death. I never heard that. I heard mental health, but not mental death. But that's what we're dealing with when it comes to the rape, okay? And the house of conscious mess. Tar wrote, the more we unite, the more they come loose. And it's a shame because some people just have to get on board. But I guess, they love the clout, so they do everything for clout. You heard the song. We've been at Wokus of Hammurabi has some data. Well, something came to my attention. I'm going to share it. A female is in the place to be. He wrote, sorry, I just missed the live stream. I came right at the end of it. It's all good. It was not planned, I had finished working, It actually took me a while, There's about, 5 entries? Let me double check how many entries we have. And for the record, for those who know my website, if you scroll at the bottom of the page, then you will have the link, It will say Greek words derived from Meta Nature. In parentheses, ancient Egyptian hieroglyphic 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are only 6 entries. Trust me, it took me a lot of time because going through that Greek etymological dictionary, it takes a while because you have to be familiar with the Greek letters, and I don't know them all by heart. But anyway, I don't want to sound like Tar wrote, I'm busy, but I'll be in and out. So good, brother. 12. I don't know what 12 means. What does 12 mean, brother? Danny Williams wrote check. Tara wrote that symbol she throw up is from Nature Boy 3. You know, I thought that, but I thought that theirs is like a bit more like this, you know, but so she must have been down with that crew then. Oh my goodness. So that's Sanada's queen. He labeled her the HOK champion. I did not come up with the thumbnails. JJ7000 said that this dude here is Sanada's cousin. I don't know how true that is, but that's some of her occupation. That's some of the stuff that she be sending to dudes. So she is a god. I don't know why she didn't say that she is a goddess. You know, maybe she's hiding something, you know, because you have a fair bit of people who do some changes, you know, in their agenda. So I don't know. But she said she's a god. And there it is. Just have a preview here of what she does. You know, I don't know if this is how she makes a living. It's not illegal at this point, you know. But a female wrote 12 is 1, 2 when you were doing your mic check. Oh, 1, 2. Okay, I see it. Yeah, me, I would have put it like that, but it's all good. Now, something came to my attention. It was uploaded just a few minutes ago. Let's have a look. Now, dark conspiracies and secrets, all spoken names and examples are fictional, used as example of conspiracy. I'm going to share this. Just conspiracy. Okay, so you have a point of reference. Josh wrote, I like that wing, that Egyptian wing. Napah Shadah, the time has not been good to her. Will be such a blessing to have her embrace the Kemetic traditions. Oh no. Personally, personally, I'm good. Like, you know, people do what they got to do to eat, you know. But if you're into that and you go online and talk about the Lord, talk about you keep Torah, disrespect people, insinuate about their 3-year-old daughter, and make fun of a child that died, telling the parents that the child now works for her in the spirit world, making fun of a girl, how the medical procedure, and no, I'm good. And it's a totality of things, not just her booty shaking like it's mandatory or something, you know. We already have messed up people claiming to practice the Kemetic tradition, like the Shrine of Ma'at and Jabari Osase, who don't care about rapists and child molesters and being associated with them. You know, part of the same team, the rape okay, house of consciousness. So, you know, we don't need further people to just, you know, disrespect like that. You know what I'm saying? Because that dumb chick, Napah Shadah, was talking about human rights violation. When she was talking about slavery in Kemet, which is some fictional story and fairy tale that she gets from the Bible. And Butler Reggie was trying to cap for the Hebrews. Butler Reggie is also another sucker that we don't need in the so-called Kemetic tradition. As a matter of fact, he said himself that he's not Kemetic because we know he's a bitch. Butler Reggie is a beggar bitch, a whore and a hooker, a piece of shit who was doing some scam planning with that scamming that they're trying to do not long ago. But here he is, for those who don't know, saying that he's not Kemetic, you know. Listen to the beggar Reggie, pseudo, who said that Heru is Greek and that Ma'at is a bird.
All right, Reggie, are you Kemetic?
No, I'm a descendant of West Africa, and I study ancient Egyptian culture. And
You got it, Reggie. You already nailed it, Reggie. You already
Right.
you got it.
So I am not a member of a cult called the Kemetics.
I don't believe in old Egyptian gods. I don't believe in that stuff. I wasn't even taught that bullshit, right? I'm the one who bangs against the Cometics. I bang against them and they can't get through me because the gods that they worship, right, were born from another group of thinking, right? So you can't come with me with no goddamn Heru or no other that bullshit. Show it to me in the primary, show it to me in writing, show it to me in the period. You're making the bullshit up.
Hold on. Okay, now I saw Gideon in the chat who wrote, wait, Shaka, it was massive slavery in Egypt according to Alice in Wonderland or according to Peter Parker, aka Spider-Man. Where'd you get that, brother? Now, I haven't forgotten. Now, what is it that you said? That Abraham's wife was Cushitic, right? See, I haven't showed and proved. Exhibit A. This is the link. I mean, this is the title. This is the link. You don't have a good track record so far, brother, but you are free. But can we get this all over with, brother? Abraham's mother was Cushitic. You had a discussion with us, and you said that the mother of Abraham was Cushitic. But are you talking about prisoners of wars? Prisoners of war who had to do labor, and some of them will be part of the society? No. Young Hero wrote, lol, truth be told. Josh A wrote, both Garfield and Reggie have such bad vibes, bro. Lol. Y'all destroyed them both in debates. I crushed the whole HOK. And it's on tape. Afimi wrote, any evidence Abraham existed? Oh, I'm not even there. His historicity is not attested at all. But if there's any literature that states that his mother is Cushitic, I'm all ears. I'm all ears. So, that being said, something came to my attention. Hold on. Okay. All right. For those who don't know, those who just arrived, what you're seeing on the screen is the queen, the god, the HOK champion. Jade, how you doing, brother? Hope you're doing well. Jade, feel free to ask Judas Nasi how he feels about Africans. You may be surprised. I think you don't know that he doesn't like Africans. Just ask him, do you like Africans? And when he's going to start buck dancing, just ask him, for the record, can you just say, I got love for Africans? And you will see that he will not say it. Just wanted to tell you. I just thought you'd like to know, brother. But I hope you're doing well. This is our brother from England. Young Hero wrote, and it's on type. Can't run from that. Yeah, no problem, brother. I appreciate that. So, that being said, something came to my attention. Yes, brother. No problem. Find out for yourself is the best way. I may be wrong. I may be lying. Who knows? With a question, you can find out so much from these conscious community cards. I'm telling you, man. Like if somebody goes to, yeah, it's on tape. Okay, Young Hero Man, it's on tape. Yeah, it is on tape. You know, so you can't run from that. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you go to Pum Pum Smash Rock, where you ask him, are the Hyksos fake? He's gonna find a copyright claim to the Superior Court of California. But anyway, this is what came to my attention. I shared the link earlier. You have it right here. It says conspiracy. Let's find out. You know, it was uploaded very recently. You see, 14 minutes ago, right? As a matter of fact, hold on. Let me put a like. And let me put a little emoji in a place to be. Got to support the good people. Boom. Oh, what is this? Pum Pum Smash? Ain't got no title. He's an artist with no inspiration. It has 130 people watching. I wonder how much he paid for his views. But anyway, let's have a look at this.
What is a conspiracy case? The legal definition of a conspiracy is when two or more people work together to plan and perform an illegal act. Conspiracy charges can come in many forms. When people charged with conspiracies could be subject to both the conspiracy charge and the charge of the underlying crime at issue.
I'm discovering this. You seen how long it was uploaded. As I was streaming, I received a message from the good folks. Now, do you see what's on the screen, brothers and sisters? Michael E. Noack, Brother Polite, conspiracy, private case, conspiracy. All you HOK people who thought was sweet, who thought that it was all good in the hood. Trackfield said that he had a female lawyer friend. Maybe it's true. And maybe somebody put him up on game. So it's like, Senator, you have to stop playing games. The evidence didn't change. Based on the evidence, him look guilty. The evidence didn't change. So, are you HOK people? You can't say that you haven't been warned for 6 months. I have nothing to do with that. I did not even flag videos on YouTube. I have nothing to do. I'm not surprised at all. I mean, dang. Remember one time, Sanetta dissed his own people. Remember, we went through that. Now, Jed wrote the font used look like Hammer horror movies creepy. Hey, they have to understand it's serious. I think he wrote this is current or his past. Well, do you have any dates on there? I don't know what else we're going to see on that video. But for whoever knows some folks, well, here, I don't know what rev means, REV dot, but we have 05. So that's May 20. Oh, would that be 2002? Because I thought it was 2022. But no matter what, Jade says I did a good impression. I'm not really good with accents. I wish I was. Looks like it. Rest assured that there's a criminal case now. And my goodness, the amount of people involved ain't gonna be pretty, ain't gonna be sweet. They have already started telling on each other, including Frankie. They have already. Even the past said the book is coming. Judas Nasty keeps talking about the feds. He made so many videos, he's talking about the feds, FBI, and he even messed around and mentioned CIA. We know he lives in Japan, so, you know, the people who deal with the situation abroad, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's continue.
What is an example of a conspiracy charge? For instance, a group of individuals can be convicted of conspiring to commit fraud or human trafficking, even if it never happened. Conspiracy is also unique in that, unlike attempt, defendants can be charged with both conspiracy to commit a crime and the crime itself, if the crime is completed. The crime of conspiracy is a crime to plan with other people to engage in criminal activity. The details of the law can be complex. When does just talk turn into a concrete enough plan to become punishable? Are there free speech implications of punishing talk? How far does a plot have to go before it morphs into a conspiracy? Punishing conspiracy is designed to deter potential criminals from becoming.
And the chat, Herbie turned channel off, wrote this was filed in January 2020 and it's public record. It is public record. Now, I don't know why we have this here as a date, but that's recent. I don't know if some of you seen the movie Gotti. There's a movie American Gangster with Denzel Washington. And we have the guy who played the mob boss, supposed to guarantee his safety, you know. After he got shot in the arm, he goes to see him and says, I don't feel so safe, man. Got popped. What's wrong with you? He says, success took a shot at you. But that guy, he's the actor who plays Gotti, John Gotti, you know. So towards the end, they talk about conspiracy, man. It doesn't take much. Because those cats are like, you know, okay, it's HOK people. They know who's a child molesters. They know who's a rapist. Like, for example, you see here?
After this whole polite case go on, and when this shit is over with, I want to see all you niggas. Listen to me good, y'all. Rob Bourne, Garfield, all y'all know who I'm talking about. I want to see all you niggas, because I'm gonna be pulling up some reports of molestation in Harlem, in the Bronx, some fresh ones that just went on. I want to see y'all stand up and fight.
That's enough for conspiracy. Because those guys, they're used to, you know, oh, yeah, I know. We know that. You late. We knew that a long time ago. But it wasn't me, though. Conspiracy, some will call it unfair. You knew. You talked about it on the phone. You talked about it on the email, on the WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, chat, StreamYard, publicly, privately. It's recorded. It's on record. We have a trace of it. Conspiracy, mofo. And probably above conspiracy is RICO. RICO means you ain't gonna win. A RICO case means you ain't gonna beat the case. Unless a miracle occurs. But anyway, let's continue. Let's listen up.
Conspiracy is designed to deter potential criminals from becoming organized and to ensure that all those who had active parts in criminal activity are held accountable. Conspiracy, like attempt and criminal solicitation, is an inchoate crime. This means that the criminal result need not have occurred for liability to attach. If two people, for example, plan the robbery of another group of people,
Not long ago, we heard about something funny on the HOK. You know who was capping. You know who was scam-splaining. Now here, you read that. There's also that debate or discussion on the Cushies with Zion X and Polite. The woman there and cameraman, who was a cameraman, was Filthy Frankie, wasn't it? Who else was there? Some people have said that Wolf Wolf was there. Now, Zion X said publicly that there was an argument with his son and Wolf Wolf. Wonder why. Why did she find out? What did she hear that made her mad? Now, we know she did not respond. Oh, the couch. Okay, thank you for the correction, brother. On the sofa. There's actually an extra E and S. But anyway, Napah still has not denied the accusation towards her. We have a new person that's been accused. It's actually an ICPK member who said that their leader, Johanna, molested a boy back in the days. You know, we haven't heard any rebuttal, any denial yet. But man, yes. What did Napah find out? What made her mad? Is it like in the movie Showgirls? Or it's part of the team now? You don't call the police now. Zion X said that he has the argument on his phone, that he forgot to tell Sa. He was proud. He's proud with cloud chasing. He said, I let you and Napah get your lives together, and I released it Monday. He didn't. He may have got some hush money. So that would be conspiracy for real, for real. Conspiracy because he knew, conspiracy because he concealed it in return for favor or money. I mean favor of any sort. Or because maybe you wanted to be cool again with the dude and have a platform to tell people that Nyame is Yahweh. But hey, it's not me, it's them. It's their lifestyle. It's the way they get down. Let's continue.
They can be liable for conspiracy, even if they do not complete the robbery.
Even if they don't complete the robbery. But Your Honor, I ain't stole Jack. Mofo, we got you on a conspiracy. Shut the hell up. Before I have you in contempt. You think this is some YouTube debate?
The substantive crime is robbery, and conspiracy to commit robbery is in show 8 because it has not been completed. The law treats the act of agreeing to a crime as a distinct evil from the crime itself. This means that a defendant can be charged with both the conspiracy to commit a crime and the crime that was completed.
We heard some public threats. People talk about they're going to pull up in people's city. People insulting family members, children, saying F the mayor, F the commissioner. Really? Even the mob, they don't go publicly and say F the mayor, F the commissioner. No. But some people, you know, they may be sniffing like Tony Montana in the movie Scarface and think that they can really go to war against anybody. We'll see.
This distinction can be illustrated by comparing conspiracy to another in show 8 crime. When a person attempts to commit a crime and then successfully completes that crime, the two crimes merge, and the defendant can only be charged with a completed crime. For example, let's assume that Miguel and Franco decide to hurt little Lendita. And Franco involves his girlfriend, Stacia.
Sounds close to Anastasia, but let's continue. Franco reminds me of Frankie, phonetically. I deal with languages sometimes.
And convince.
Was it Lindita? Somebody related to the victim has a name that sounds similar. But let's continue.
Dacia to get little Lindita to trust her, make her comfortable. So the four of them go and they conspire ahead of time.
Wolf, did you make anybody comfortable?
For example, to ambush or beguile or trick. Little Lindita into a secluded place. And they try to hurt little Lindita. They are guilty of conspiracy to commit whatever the crime is called when people hurt little people. It doesn't matter if they complete the crime or not. Conversely, if their attempt was a spur of the moment decision, not a product of prior deliberation, and little Lindita survives the assault, they would all be guilty of attempted crime of hurting little people, but not conspiracy to hurt a little person. If their attempt succeeds in the latter scenario, they would be guilty of the crime of hurting little people, but not the attempted crime of hurting little people.
So there's different terms, different variation in terms of severity and degrees of involvement. You heard the term co-defendant, accomplice, accessory. There's different categories. Tori has joined us. How are you doing, Hotep?
The modern elements of conspiracy are 1. An agreement. 2. Between 2 or more people. 3. That it is entered into for the purpose of committing a crime. And 4. An overt act is made in furtherance of the conspiracy. Agreement of 2 or more parties. The agreement is the most important element of a conspiracy.
What many of you have missed is that a few years ago, it was probably before he cut the charge, the latest one, because there wasn't only one charge. He spoke, and he was sounding a bit like Alonzo in Training Day. I'm putting cases in all your mother. He just made it clear with his speech and the clip that he played at the end, which is from New Jack City, where we have Nina Brown portrayed by Wesley Snipes, and it says, if I'm going down, I'm taking a whole lot of people with me. And we have Frankie copying for the dude who wanted to interview the dude, who was making excuses for the dude, who lied on the report, lied on air, and said the semen was not found on the girl's clothes, but it was found on the scarf, which is the mother's scarf. He said this in the report. He lied on the report, hoping that we get that interview. In the meantime, Polite is chilling. Oh, I ain't talking about the case publicly. Frankie is. You seen New Jack City? If you haven't seen it, you might as well go and see it. Nina Brown put the blame on, what is his name in the movie? Dang, I forgot his name in the movie. The brother from the bank. You know, I forgot his name. Somebody may type it in the chat. Yeah, the brother from the bank. You know, he's the real leader. There's so many scenarios, man. So many scenarios. Now, Frankie said F the mayor, F the commissioner. He didn't say F Malachi York. He didn't say F polite. Interesting.
Some jurisdictions, to be charged with conspiracy, all that is required is to form an agreement to commit the crime. The agreement does not need to be formal or an in-depth plan, and its existence can be inferred from the circumstances. This has had the effect of allowing courts to find a conspiracy from the circumstances surrounding the completed crime, even if there is no evidence of actual verbalization of the plot.
I told you about the movie Gotti, which is available on YouTube. The number 2 is probably the Gambino crime family or Gambino organization. The mob, the mafia, the Cosa Nostra, the underboss, Salvatore Gravano, aka Sammy the Bull. Admitted involvement, taking part in 19 murders, if I'm not mistaken. He talked, did a little bit of time, about 5 years, he walked. So if Polite talks, gives them some interesting stuff, he can walk too. Nobody died. The dude who personally murdered people and confessed to these murders and involvement and planification of murders walked after like 5 years. Don't be surprised if you hear light sentencing. There will still be a sentencing, but if there's a light sentencing, you're going to hear so and so got now.
Note that even if the underlying goal of the agreement cannot be accomplished because it is physically impossible, the defendants can still be charged with the conspiracy. The bilateral approach. Under the rule of consistency or the bilateral approach, there must be two guilty minds. Both parties to the conspiracy must sincerely agree to commit the crime. In a two-person conspiracy, if one co-conspirator is acquitted, then the other co-conspirator cannot be guilty of conspiracy. Without an agreement, there can be no conspiracy. However, this applies only when two alleged co-conspirators are tried for the same crime at the same time, the same conspiracy. If one is
You heard about defamation? 50 Frankie thinks that just because he's coaching some people and giving them some talking points, and they're going to say it, he feels like because he doesn't say it, then it's cool. And he said on his platform, when those people are going to find out that they got themselves tied up into some conspiracy, they're going to talk. They're going to say, he's the one who told me to say that. So let's hope that this guy did not wake up in the morning and figured, well, I'm going to say that.
And if she in there, she open game, because these women these days 13 look 22. Somebody set that girl up in there, man. And y'all remember I said that.
Somebody sent that girl over there, and y'all remember I said that. After the criminal case, the civil case gonna be heavy. So now you're accusing the girl of being sent to bring the guy down? They're gonna send a minor? Okay. All right. His government name is already in one video when he got into Pum Pum Smash Rockwell panel on the Zoom. So he is very easily identified. Some of his degrees are on the wall. So people not only know his name, but which school he attended and all that. So, he may end up eating his words. I'm wondering if he's going to be worthy. He didn't have any debate yet, so he didn't make any money yet. He got himself involved just for the love of Filthy Frank. But let's continue.
Then the other must be acquitted as well. As a conspiracy requires at least 2 guilty participants. If they are tried separately, and the first co-conspirator is acquitted or is never charged, then the second co-conspirator will still be charged with conspiracy. After all, the evidence may be stronger against one person than the other, or different juries might not read the evidence in the same manner. That one is acquitted does not necessarily mean that there is insufficient evidence that they both conspired for purposes of convicting the second conspirator.
You know who the smart ones are when they find themselves in a mess that is way bigger than them? It's those who go, hello? Is this the feds? I may have some information that you would like to hear.
And if she in there, she open game, cause these women these days 13 look 22. Somebody set that girl up in there, man. And y'all remember I said that. I don't care what
This guy's a doctor. Y'all follow.
Answer.
Man, that kid ain't had no business in no hotel with them. That's the bottom line. And if she in there, she open game, cause these women these days 13 look 22. Somebody set that girl up in there, man. And y'all remember I said that. I don't care what
this guy's a doctor. Y'all follow.
13-year-old girl doing on the prowl like that, bro. So I'm not defending Polite. I don't know Polite. I just know from the internet. What the hell is a 13-year-old being allowed going to a club? The club ain't open.
My goodness. See, Tori wrote 13-year-old girls don't look 22. Well, actually, some girls look way older than their age. But the thing is that Polite knew the girl's age. He was dating the mother. Those are just talking points for some people who just copying. He even said he doesn't even know Polite. So why do you cap so hard for him? But it's okay. It's on record. It's there. Let's continue. Because people think it's a game.
The unilateral approach. Under the unilateral approach, which was adopted by the model penal code in some of the states, only one person needs to have a guilty mind. So, for example, a person can be guilty of conspiracy even if the other party has no intention of carrying out the criminal actions contemplated. The overt act. Most jurisdictions require that, in addition to agreeing to commit a crime, at least one member of the conspiracy must take an action in furtherance of the illegal objective. This requirement of an overt act serves to distinguish mere talk from a plan that contemplates the performance of an illegal activity. Typically, any act taken in furtherance of the conspiracy will be sufficient. But some states require that the defendant take a more substantial step. Let's return to Miguel Franco, Little Lindita, and Stacy. Miguel and Franco, with Stacy helping, have decided that they want to hurt little Lindita. Miguel and Franco and Stacy spend hours planning how they're going to get little Lindita alone. So far, in most jurisdictions, they are not yet guilty of conspiracy. After all, to overcome a potential defense argument that they were merely talking or describing what they wish might happen would not be easy. Now, however, assume that Franco goes out and buys some drugs or some pills to use on little Lindita. It is now apparent that the planning was more than just mere talk. Franco's overt act of purchasing drugs or pills demonstrates the seriousness of the plan. And Miguel, Franco, and Stacy could all be held liable. Conspiracy to hurt a little person. Object of the agreement. Most jurisdictions require a specific illegal object for there to be a crime of conspiracy. However, some states make it a crime to conspire to perform a lot of activities, where the object of the plan is to engage in behavior that would be harmful to the health of the public. An example of this would be a conspiracy to run a loan shark business, a money laundering business, a human trafficking or child trafficking business. While it might not be a statutory criminal act to perhaps lend money to people at high interest rates, running a loan shark operation, for example, may be considered injurious to the public health. While the other examples of human trafficking, child trafficking, those are crimes of humanity. And those are also injurious to the public health, as well as being crimes against humanity. The other crimes that would be considered conspiracy would be fraud, international fraud, wire fraud.
Didn't V. Bennett talked about the wire fraud months back, a few months ago? Hey, homie, can I use your cash app? I hit you up with a little something. Thank you. Hey, sister, can I use your cash app? Oh, she stole the money. Oh, we cool now.
Interstate fraud, kidnapping, interstate kidnapping, kidnapping of a minor between states. Those are all can be considered conspiracy. If more than one person was involved in the planning of the criminal act. Required mental state. Conspiracy is a specific intent crime. Specific intent crime requires that the defendant act with a specific goal in mind. In the case of conspiracy, the defendant must intend to agree on a plan to commit an act and must intend to achieve the illegal goal of the conspiracy. If either of these intents is missing, then the defendants cannot be charged with conspiracy. To sum up, while conspiracy is a complex crime, the common denominator is that criminal conspiracies require agreements, intent to agree, intent to accomplish an illegal objective, and usually at least one overt act in furtherance of the conspiracy. The prosecution only needs to prove 2 points to secure a conspiracy conviction in federal court. 2 or more individuals agreed to commit the act, the crime, and 1 participant took steps to commit the crime.
Stacy, did you agree? Did you agree? You want to go down for this piece of doo-doo? You want to go down for that dude who's been shuttering all these child molesters, all these chomos? That's the legacy you want to leave? Fine. You're looking at 20 to 40. Keep it solid if you want to. I heard you be talking. I heard your name came up. I gotta admire you. You're keeping it real. Anyway, for those who just arrived, is this blasphemy? Is this accurate? Is this fantasy?
My husband is a king, but guess what? I'm a queen. My husband is a god, but guess what? I'm a god.
So her husband, Sanada, is a god, and she is a god. According to who? Woof woof. She said it. I didn't say. For those who don't know, she goes by the name Napah Shadah.
I'll fucking blast the hell out of you motherfuckers. I'll kill all of you if I want to, but I'm a good God. I'm a very righteous God. And I let you live.
She's giving us a pass. Let me put my disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for purposes such as criticism, comment, news report, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Let's have a look at something real quick, because this lady in the past, she went like this. Oh my God. Could have sworn I saw some people doing that gesture. That's Nature Boy, another one that Sanada wanted to interview. He's currently awaiting trial for rape. You see the ladies?
My broadcasting came. Or how many cell phones? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, come on, man. Look. Never mind. Don't look at the video. I hate that picture. I hate that picture.
Oh my goodness. I think somebody came up. I have the sound. What's that private message? Filthy Frankie, is that you? Somebody came to just leave a message in a private chat. It says you're a fraud. For real? For real? That dude put my government first name. Is that you, Frankie? Frankie, is that your queen on the screen? Is that your queen on the screen? Is this how she trapped you? Which picture trapped you, Frankie? Is it that one there that's kind of censored? Or is it that one there with the big cleavage? Or is that one there on the bottom with no cleavage at all? Or is it that one, the bottom right, where she's, moving her clappers? Was it the clappers or was it the tatters? A whole house of weirdos. Janky Frankie with the hanky panky. My goodness. Frankie Stein. Frankie Kruger. But anyway, you have the link here. Feel free. Do you agree that Napah Shadah is a god and that Sanetta is a god? If Sanetta is a god, what is the devil? My goodness. If Sanetta is a god, what is an angel? Is that his co-conspirator? We'll find out. But she said the book is coming. They started telling on each other already. They have. They have, man. It's all good if you don't get on the panel, but at least, let me know what's up in the chat. Help me turn channel off, Road. She can write it in prison. Oh, yes. Or she can just make a good deal and write it outside of prison. She can play that card. She was abused for years, for 3 years. Then she was like a dog to him. She said that on tape. He manipulated me. I didn't want to do it. He told me that's what would be good for both of us. He told me that I have to believe in him. He said he wanted to be my mom, my daddy, my mommy, my brother, my lover. He told me that he would take me to the mountaintop. If you're not the captain, why go down with the ship? Andrew will come on the panel in about 10 minutes. That's what's up. So hold on. You mean to tell me that nobody has an opinion when I'm asking, do you believe that she is a god? Do you believe that Sanetta is a god? I might as well end the live stream then, dang, maybe you are tired because it's Sunday evening and you have to go back to work tomorrow. It's not even evening time in New York. It's late afternoon. Beginning of the...
My husband is a king, but guess what? I'm a queen. My husband is a god, but guess what? I'm a god.
So her husband, Sanetta, is a god and she is a god. According to who? Woof woof. She said it. I didn't say it. For those who don't know, she goes by the name Napah Shadah.
I'll fucking blast the hell out of you motherfuckers. I'll kill all of you if I want to, but I'm a good God. I'm a very righteous God. And I let you live.
She's giving us a pass. Okay. You just gotta ask the right questions. We have some answers now. David wrote Blasphemy. Comment ça venir faire des bêtises? Dis bonjour.
Je veux dire bonjour au
Dis bonjour.
cast.
On t'entend, vas-y, dis bonjour.
Mais non, tu peux dire.
She doesn't know that. She doesn't wear the headset. People hear her.
Bonjour, ça va? Aujourd'hui, papa. Aujourd'hui,
Dis Hotep,
maman.
dis Hotep, dis Hotep, dis Hotep, dis Hotep.
Et maman, il m'a fait.
Dis, how are you? Dis, how are you?
How are you? Et maman, il m'a
Dis
fait.
goodbye.
Goodbye.
Voilà.
Morning.
Morning. Okay. Yeah, I taught her a few English words. So, Jed says, no, they are not gods or godly. Heavy turned channel off road far from gods. David wrote, what God sends pop shots around the internet. VB has an opinion, but he's at work. No, donne-moi ça, donne-moi ça. Donne-moi ça. Donne, vite, je suis occupé, donne. Non, donne-moi l'autre. Donne. Allez, vas-y. Tiens. Allez, vas-y. Va là-bas. Non. Ok. Arrête quoi? Mais Ruth, je suis occupé, tu comprends? Non, je suis occupé.
Le café de maman, le café de maman.
Divinely inspired wrote Frankie and Napah are gods of scammers and chomos. Il n'y a rien dedans là. Commence pas à m'énerver là, tu vois? Il n'y a rien, merci. She just threw her hat at me. Vivi, of course they are not gods. LOL. They are felons. Bonjour, LOL, bonjour. Is that the Yeah, it is the Gaga Gugu language. Well, as a matter of fact, my daughter, she can't really speak now. She doesn't even do the Gaga Gugu no more. You know? How adorable. She giving Shaka a piece of her mind. Yeah, she's letting me know. Hey, no, daddy, damn, gods. Are you kidding me? That's where she threw the hat at me. You kidding me asking questions like that? They're not gods. Hey, D, they are not gods. Viens. D, they are not gods. Viens, répète. They are not gods. Okay, D, they're not gods. They're not gods. Let's see. She had a revenge. She hit me with the book, the magazine, whatever she had in her hand. So, Young Hero wrote, they start young. Trust me, I know. LOL. The troublemaking. But yeah, she speaks the Gaga Gugu language. She's the queen of enchanted cucumbers. And that's, of course, Napah Shadah. Let's not have any confusion. Oh, my goodness. Well, on the screen, just have a preview of, how she gets down. That's Frankie's queen. They're not gods. She's not a god. She's not a god. She's not a god. She's not a god. Allez, vas-y. Ne fais pas n'importe quoi, parce que tu vas... Ne fais pas n'importe quoi, je te préviens. She wants me to look away to do something messed up. Va là-bas, je t'ai dit. Ferme la porte là-bas. Wolf and Andrea Burnett, how you doing, sister?
I am doing well. How are you doing?
I'm chilling, learning conspiracy.
So my opinion is she could be whatever she wants to be. Your actions speak louder than your words, right?
Yes.
She could say she could say she's 100 God. That doesn't make no difference. It's about your actions. It's what you say, how you treat people. It goes back to what V Bennett, one of his live streams, treat people how you want to be treated. So all their actions don't speak of people. From the stuff that I've heard over the last several months, their actions don't speak of people who want to treat people how they want to be treated. Because if that nastiness is how they want to be treated, they're getting it right back at them, right? You start mistreating people, and when it comes back at you, all of a sudden you're crying foul. Well, then stop doing it. So if they both want to say they're gods, well, like she said, good thing she's not she's a good one. If that's what good is, because I'm telling you, their behavior doesn't demonstrate what they say that they are. So she can say what she wants to say about herself. All you got to do is look at their actions. Their actions are speaking contrary to what they say that they are. They've been accusing you, and they've been accusing V. Bennett and other people out there of lying and slandering and all these things, and they know that that's not true. And now that the tables have turned, it's like all this damage control is going on. And hey, it is what it is. You get what you get. What you put out is what you get back. And sometimes it's not good. And treat people how you want to be treated. And if that's how you want to be treated, then that's how you're being treated. So, I mean, I listening to all the arguing back and forth between her and the other guy is telling. It's very telling. And so, I just think they need to calm down and do some deep reflection, because that's not happening. It's not happening. You need look in that mirror. Looking at the man in the mirror, asking him to change his ways. You got to change your ways. You can't just jump out here and want everybody else to change and be something other than who they are. But then you don't want to change, and you can't do that. So that's my take on it.
As you were talking, I put that hater on the screen so people can see.
Who
Somebody
was
who used my profile picture. It may be Frankie. And in the private chat, the person wrote, "You're a fraud, Bama." It's not even Texas Bama speaking. Those people, but they think they're going to deflect. They can try. They are desperate.
Yeah. Well, it's unfortunate. Like I said, it's just unfortunate that people have to play these. This is like way beyond the pale. It goes beyond human decency. All the stuff that's, it just does. I mean, for people to just keep coming out here and just going on like they are. I mean, it's just mind-boggling. It really is. And and like I said, we all don't know each other, but we keep it civil. We don't go at each other about each other's anything. And I don't understand how that just can't happen out of good human decency for your brother, sister, your other God, whatever you want to call yourself. How is there no decency for these behaviors and actions? It's just mind-boggling. It really is. So
here's the hater again. Is that you, Frankie? Is that you, Frankie? I am reading the private message. He's gone. If Frankie and Napah had a child together, the child will be called Rico. Rico Suave. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Yeah, they got all some good names out there for everybody. But like I said, all the stuff that y'all been saying for the past 7 months is just is really, the whole floodlight has been turned on, and as they used to say back in the day, you can run but you can't hide.
Nowhere to run, baby. Just like in the movie Warriors. Here's the hater again. Is that you, Frankie? Is that you, Frankie? You're not tired? Is that Woof Woof? Is it Pum Pum Smash? Is it Butler Reggie? Oh my goodness, it's so amusing. I can see another message in the private chat, but I don't know. I ain't looking at it. I'm worried. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, feel free to join the fun. And for those who just arrived here, Napah claimed that she could kill all of us if she wanted to.
My husband is a king, but guess what? I'm a queen. My husband is a god, but guess what? I'm a god.
So her husband, Sanada, is a god, and she is a god. According to who? Woof woof. She said it. I didn't say it. For those who don't know, she goes by the name Napah Shadah.
I'll fucking blast the hell out of you motherfuckers. I'll kill all of you if I want to, but I'm a good God. I'm a very righteous God. And I let you live.
She's giving us a pass. There's some other message in the private chat. So I think it's that HC dude. I don't want to say his name, not to give him any clout, because that's what he's been doing. It's still sad that you cannot come out of the closet for whatever reason. Bro, I'm really disappointed in you. You're a grown man, can't use a webcam, and then you want to tell us what we need to do as a people. But knock yourself out. JTV wrote, my missus say she brainwashed and looks crazy. Yeah, she does look crazy. I mean, dang.
My husband is a king, but guess what? I'm a queen. My husband is a god, but guess what? I'm a god.
So her husband, Sanada, is a god, and she is a god. And you know what's funny? If I'm not mistaken, the YouTube channel for Nature Boy was like Third God or something. There was God in the name. Somebody may confirm in the chat. And she went like this, just like these other chicks. Divinely Inspired wrote she's insane. JTV wrote something not right with Wolf. David wrote she drunk as F. Oh, she doesn't look drunk on that video. She looks sober. In her mind, she's dead serious. I mean, some of you have not seen her, but she's, I may find it. She thinks that she has some special powers. She really thinks that she has some special powers. Nah. There it is. Check this out. She really thinks so. See that? This chick, in her damn mind, look at her eyes, man. She really believes she has some special powers, man. Look at her, man. I don't think she's doing alcohol only, man. Is this some Hebrew Israelite thing here? My goodness. So with her superpowers, if she wants to, she can just kill us all.
My husband is a king, but guess what? I'm a queen. My husband is a god, but guess what? I'm a god.
So her husband, Sanada, is a god, and she is a god. According to who? Woof woof. She said it. I didn't say it. For those who don't know, she goes by the name Napah Shadah.
I'll fucking blast the hell out of you motherfuckers. I'll kill all of you if I want to, but I'm a good God. I'm a very righteous God. And I let you live.
She's giving us a pass. This lady, man. Oh no, I'll close the page. We'll as well use it in the background. Hold on. Where is it? There it is. Gonna use that in the background. Oh, that dude is gone. He left 11 messages in the private chat. Never gets tired. JTV wrote, my missus. Now, you don't use that term in America, but they use that term in England. It means lady, whatever. Missus. Mrs. Now regrets watching Sad Cheddar. Hey, if you don't know, you don't know. Then you know. You know, like Biggie said. And if you don't know, now you know. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure those guys will regret being co-conspirators. Oh yes, they will. They have no shame. I mean, something real messed up happened. A person died, and they introduced an individual as a father, talking about he has to look after the grandchildren. Next thing you know, we see the news report, and it says completely otherwise, and have no shame, no decency, no integrity to let the dude come forward and clear that up. They get Butler Reggie to try to clear that up, and then they talk about something else like nothing happened. My goodness. And they have this chick right there who made fun of a child dying, telling the parent that the child works for her in the spirit world. Made fun of a woman no longer having a vagina because of a medical procedure, following some ailment. She made fun of a guy who was molested. And that's supposedly the champion of the HOK champion. Seems like a crime marathon. And now, lately, she was asked if she was ever accused of pedophilia, and she's not saying jack. How strange. Doesn't she want to clear her name? If she does not deny, it means that probably she knows there's some paperwork floating around. Judas Nazi, as much as a punk he is, he said that she told him that she lost her license because she was accused. David Wood, they said she stole the debate for voodoo candles. Some people believe in that. Here is a fiend doped up playing with a napkin. And this lady, even though she removed it, she made a video calling me a sexual abuser just because I only mentioned her exploits, which is here. This is a preview of her exploit. That's how she used to get around. I mean, the Hebrews, they call her a pass around. But I'm just saying that's how she got around. The chick was with JJ 7000. Then she was involved with Solomon. Then she was involved with so many people and ended up involved with Sah. Then with Killer Priest. Then back with Sah. And while she was with Sah, she was sending videos and pictures to Solomon. And she was sending so many videos of her twerking in lingerie, naked, half naked, to damn near every Israelite on the planet Earth via the World Wide Web. And in some of these videos, two brothers have stated publicly that they have seen her doing more than dancing. One of them said that she was playing with her vajayjay on tape. I'm not making that up. Jade wrote David Blaine Copperfield pen and tell her, eat your heart out. Yes, it's true. It's true. That's how she used to get around, man. But she's a queen and she's a god. And we're lucky because she could kill us all, but she's a good god. A good god who was accused of child molestation and won't even say, no, it ain't true. What kind of God is that? Even Moses got bold with God. When God said that he wanted to get rid of some people, Moses told him, repent. And God repented. That's bold. Even God. But that lady, oh, Jade with him shaking in my boots. That lady is accused. Judas Nazi was very clear. He said, woof, woof. Have you ever been accused of molestation? Did some parents ever file some paperwork? And she's quiet as a bird now. Now she has no lyrics now. Frankie is quiet too. Frankie did not deny his relationship with Nikki Chanel. Nikki Chanel did not deny her relationship with Frankie. Judas Nazi said that Frankie knows, that Sanetta is aware. Frank Gary is aware. Frank Gary ain't saying if he's aware or not. But Frank Gary knows about a lot of people. Let's hear from himself. He knew about this.
Polite, if let's say Polite is innocent, he could be a partial victim. You know, maybe he broke up with the girl. Who knows, you know, what happened in that instance. But the only true victim is that girl. So I think that's what we need.
And I think that's being a hypocrite because you have a member of ISUPK who was locked up for child molestation, for rape, or whatever it is, and y'all still support him. Here it is, Polite have not been found guilty, and y'all wouldn't support him. See the double standard?
What
you have
double
a member
standard?
in ISUPK, which y'all support him financially. You put money on his books. But Polite have not been found guilty, and y'all
This how I know you taking a
that's
strong.
a double standard.
This how I know you take a strong position of Polite's innocence, regardless of waiting till the verdict come, because you keep bringing up the same exact thing, even though I've explained the position dozens of times. How many times do I have to explain the same exact position? So in that instance, the brother took a lot of.
Even if you explain it, it still remains the same, though, Captain.
No,
you still support
what remains the
found
same?
Guilty.
But what remains the same though?
That he was found guilty.
Definitely was found guilty, but he also
Polite was not found guilty.
I'm not saying don't support him though.
Right,
brother. You said if the brother come on my channel, you done.
Wait.
And you know you got me, man. You got me. I said, all right, brother.
That's right.
All right.
I'm gonna tell you why, because I'm an Israelite and Tazariak Israelite, and I think his doctrine is off compared to what we teach it. We both had the same mission. But he's telling the Israelites it's okay to mix race, right? He's telling that they got a doctrine saying that if a child reached a flower, they could be 15 or 9 years old. You could have sex with them.
Okay,
This is what they
man,
teach.
you talk about running.
Now, the Queen of Sheba, where was she from? Solomon got with her, didn't he?
How about the mighty fucking Hebrew? This nigga went to jail for rape, dog.
Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga,
And that nigga back in the community, like everything good, Hebrews quiet. What about Nazi Yashabel?
Hold on. Let me get this nigga.
Both Bobby Banger, that punk ass, and Senator capping for Polite. Capping for Polite. We have a user called Goo Goo Gaga. Here it is. How you doing, Afimi?
Hey, Afimi.
Hey, how y'all doing?
I'm chilling. Let me just play this clip. It's only 26 seconds. Please hold that thought, brother.
All right.
Let's not forget the mighty Hebrew nigga, who you get constantly on your channel, who's on all the Hebrews channel. Don't forget the mighty Hebrew, the bald head nigga, been already incarcerated in prison for molesting a young child. He came home and they violated him again because the nigga was trying to fuck with another child.
Feel free, brother Afimi.
Hey, you know that point that he tries to make in that clip to the I think his name is Tazariak or something like that. I feel like regardless of guilt or innocent, the day that someone tells me or that I see them say, hear them say that a child molester is their God and that they don't care how many children he molested, he'll still be their God. I'm done with a person like that. Like you could never, like if I have children, you could never be around my kids. I'd never let you babysit, nothing like that. You know, it doesn't matter about your guilt or innocence. It's just the fact of what you stand for, what you set out your mouth that you stand for. Mm.
You're talking about that video where Polite was on the bench with Malachi York victim. That some people
Years
may have
ago.
not seen it. Yeah, people may not have seen it. Now hold on.
So if you were hanging out with Polite after he said that, what's up?
Let's have a look. Let's have a look. But Sanetta, for example, after saying what he just said, then he's going to tell people that the dude slept at his house.
Everybody, hold on for a minute. Hold on for a minute. Time out, everybody. Time out. Let me say this real quick while you're getting your pictures up there, brother.
Oh, it's already up
First
there.
thing I want to let the people know, I love my brother, the Mighty Hebrew. Me and Hebrew, we go through our little beefs and fight, and brothers fight. The Mighty Hebrew knows me personally. I know him. I know his family. He stayed at my house a few times. Him, his family, his children. So it's all love there.
It's all love there. Here's Polite talking to the victim of Malachi York.
That we don't deny scientifically. He molested a No, it's not. So what's the point?
If you want to fight for
It's a matter of
fight
opinion
for
if you would
fight
take a
for it
plea or
for
not.
another reason. Don't fight for it because he's innocent of a molesting kid.
Let's say he molested 1,000 children. Factually.
Okay.
Genetic evidence and everything. Things that we don't deny scientifically. We say, wow, okay, true. If someone was to ask me, would you still worship him as your Most High, acknowledge him as your Most High God? I would have to. I don't identify with everything he.
And that's the one. Speaks volume. Ironically, now he's on trial for sexual battery on a minor.
Predictably.
Oh my goodness. And Filthy Frankie, Frank Gary has still not denounced Polite. It's due by 2025, right? Are you asking about the trial? It's due for September 6th, next month. Next month, September 6th. About 20 days.
Yeah, I have to agree with Femi on that one. That's a lot when you hear somebody say something like that about somebody molesting kids. That's a lot. Yeah.
Who in their right minds would have someone like that ever around their children after they say that?
You're so right.
And sadly, a lot of people didn't know that. But we know who covered for him. People like Butler Reggie, Pum Pum Smash Rockwell. That haters still keep coming back. Is that you, Frankie? Or is that you, HC? Pops on the panel won't even speak, even anonymously. Oh my goodness. These so-called Moors, man, I'm telling you, man. Weaker than baby's bowel movement. Is that you, Frankie? Is that you, HC? Can't show your webcam because you're with your boyfriend, hugged up. Anyway, let's continue. Just going to kick that person. He's going to come back. I'm going to kick him again. I'm going to do that all night. No life. HC, get a life. You trying to get on Senator's panel? You can just kiss his ass. You'll be quicker. Go right there to Harlem, kiss his bum, and he put you on. He's back. I'm kicking him off. There it is. And he's going to keep on coming back. Well, brothers and sisters, are you scared to criticize Woof Woof, or do you agree that she's a god? Do you agree that she's a queen? Do you agree that she's the HOK champion? Do you agree that she can kill us all if she wanted to? Well, HC, I don't want to say the guy's full name. You know, he's a sucker who won't show his face. He's a grown man. And he believes in these black people are indigenous to America. And usually he comes on like that. And he types so many messages in the chat. But he may be Filthy Frankie. Who knows? He may be both. They may have linked up. and they figured, oh, we're gonna disturb Shaka what is live streaming, and they're feeling like they have done a great accomplishment. He made, probably a couple of live streams about me. I didn't even listen. I scrolled through a little bit. Some people it's better not to answer. Nah, she's none of that. Of course, she's none of that. She's not a god. She's not a queen. She's not a champion. Well, she may be a god of chaos, a queen of thoughtness, if that's the word, a champion of foolishness. But I lost my thought. But yeah, that HC dude. Who knows? They may have leaked up, But yeah. Some people know. People who've been following for a while, they know who it is,
I hope folks are seeing that you have some people out here online that are really have mental issues.
Hold on. Yes. Hold that thought. Yeah. Now there's no mic. Go ahead and speak so we hear your voice. Go ahead. Oh, you won't speak, you punk coward. You have the loudspeaker on, you can't speak. Is that you, HC? Oh, your mouth full? You have your husband or your boyfriend's phallus in your mouth? That's why you can't speak? Or is that you, Frankie, with your nails done? Oh, you speaking? Go ahead, speak. Go ahead. Okay. Jamaican accent. Is that a real one or a fake one?
Shut your mouth, front of your Yankee.
Where are you from? Where are you from in Jamaica?
That's not a Jamaican accent.
Fire burn you.
Okay, all right, okay. That's the beach house of consciousness, dude. So
that's someone that's literally mixing stuff up. Like Fire Bun is Jamaican, but then they talking about mother scunt. We don't say mother scunt in Jamaica. They're mixing stuff up.
You busted. Even as a fake punk beach anonymous and unidentified dude, you can't even make a good impression. I mean, if you be a punk, be a good punk at least, man. Dang. My goodness. The gods of destruction. Do this back. No, man. We're going to do that all night. I'm going to kick you out, man. You can. It's just punk beach. Fuck out of here, man. You love Sanetta, don't you? You want to kiss his ass, don't you? Maybe you want some semen on your mouth, just like he used to have semen on his mouth.
What I was saying was, for example, let me give you an example. If my sperm was to somehow accidentally go into my mouth, what do you mean accidentally, Sanetta? That's when I have a wet dream. That's when I had a wet dream, and my hands is wet, but somehow I'm sleeping, and I touch my mouth.
And he's coming back again. No, you punk bitch. Use a webcam. Use a webcam. Punk bitch. Clean the semen from your mouth. Then use a webcam and talk to us. MF Dredson is in the place to be. Herbie turned channel off road. No, punk bitch ass. Use a webcam. She wrote Sanetta saying he drinks nut milk. Oh my.
The weirdness just has no end.
No end. Just
every time you think you've heard like the limits of it, you hear something else.
No, punk bitch, use a webcam. God dang. These degenerates have no type of morals and integrity. And later on, what I will end up doing is require people to authenticate. So then I will be able to ban people. You know what I'm saying? He wants to get on the panel so bad. You see that bitch? Did you remove the semen from your mouth? So use the webcam now. Use the webcam. He's on mute. He doesn't realize that. Use a webcam, punk bitch. Use a webcam, punk bitch. Got Frankie's semen all over your mouth? Or is it his urine that you have all over your face? The golden shower, that's what you're into? Anyway.
You keep on jumping off. They won't let me troll.
Yeah. He's reporting to Sa. Shaka, that's what you do. Laugh. Funny at them. Yeah. He ain't man enough. Of course he's not man enough. This House of Consciousness people, I mean, we've seen the most beach made dudes around, you know. Dude is back again. See? Back again. Won't use a webcam. Just like Pum Pum Smash Rock well. You know? That's Sanada's peeps. Yeah. Somebody wrote this Napah Shadah fan club. It's probably a guy who thinks that by capping like a punk beach, then he's gonna get to, you know, shake his head between the fake tatas or something. Man. How long you been a beach for, Sa? How long? Are you one of Garfield's cousin? But you know, you don't really know the patois like that, so you try to pretend. I know some real Jamaicans, you know. Don't be a fake one. You know, if you don't know patois, then speak English. So good, man. Don't pretend.
And not only do Jamaicans not say mother skunt, we don't say mother as mudda. We don't that ain't how we pronounce it. So that's not a Jamaican.
Oh my goodness. They're mad because everyone saw her news but them. Oh. Well, if you want her news, just ask, you know what I'm saying? Tahakabe was sending them for $5. He no longer has that on his website, but you know, I'm sure if you send him a message, you know, maybe you send a little bit more than $5, he'd be more than happy to deliver, you know what I'm saying? Does anybody know what she does for a living? Facts, he's from the island somewhere. Maybe. But he's a bitch and he knows it. Sa, you got to do better with your punk bitches that you send, you know. I mean, Woof Woof, Napah, she's just, Woof Woof, what's the name? Punk Beach OnlyFans Mika. You know, at least she uses a picture. She won't use a webcam when she goes on a panel, you know what I'm saying? Because see those ladies that use OnlyFans for a living, and it's not illegal, you know. But the problem is that when they claim to be righteous at the same time, it's a bit contradictionary, you know. Well, I guess I pronounced it wrong, but it's a bit of a contradiction, you see. But she will at least use a picture, you know. But this dude out there, we don't even know who he is, man. Maybe it's Sam, man. But it doesn't matter. You're just showing to the world that you are a punk bitch, and that the followers of Sanada are punk bitches too, you know, especially those who cap for him like that. Some of them don't even know the dude personally. That dude is probably from Manhattan Island. Oh my goodness. For those who just arrived, let's hear from Woof Woof, the HOK champion.
My husband is a king, but guess what? I'm a queen. My husband is a god, but guess what? I'm a god.
So her husband, Sanada, is a god, and she is a god. According to who? Woof Woof. She said it. I didn't say it. For those who don't know, she goes by the name Napah Shadah.
I'll fucking blast the hell out of you motherfuckers. I'll kill all of you if I want to, but I'm a good God. I'm a very righteous God. And I let you live.
She's giving us a pass. Now, there's the Ugaritic text where we learn that those people who wrote before the Bible was written, that they wrote that El, the supreme Canaanite deity El, Elohim, Yisrael, Emmanuel, Daniel, he got so drunk that he fell in his own urine and feces. But we haven't heard the god El with semen in his mouth. The Pak claims that Sanada is a god, and here's Sanada talking about.
I was saying was, for example, let me give you an example. If my sperm was to somehow accidentally go into my mouth, what do you mean accidentally? That's when I have a wet dream. That's when I had a wet dream, and my hands is wet, but somehow I'm sleeping, and you know, I touch my mouth.
My goodness.
I mean, these people find themselves in just all kind of strange conversations, very, very strange conversations.
My goodness, Filthy Frankie is something. But
On
it's less than a
video.
month. On video. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm glad you said that. If he says that on video during the live stream, we can only imagine the kind of confessions he has in private. We can only imagine. I mean, if Napah has been sending videos of her twerking in lingerie, twerking half naked, twerking naked, playing with her female private parts, and she willingly send that, we can imagine what she does that she doesn't send, or that maybe she charges for. She has not sued to Huckabee for selling her tapes. Maybe that's what she does for a living, and maybe to Huckabee paid for the exclusive rights, and that's why he had no problem. But I said maybe. But a job is a job. It is what it is. But if that's what she does for a living, it's incompatible with following Torah. And she's very lucky because for less than that, Polite's wives were labeled hoes. But because she is the wife of Filthy Frankie, she got a pass. The wives of Polite who were dressing with tight clothes and all that, here comes the bitch again. They were labeled hoes, all these negative words, just for wearing tight clothes and short skirts. But that chick twerking naked, half naked, playing with a vajayjay, she got a pass. Nowadays, being a Hebrew Israelite in the conscious community, they give you a pass for damn near everything. Raping women, raping children. But it's about to come to an end now.
The only thing is,
here comes the bitch again. Here comes the bitch again. Here comes the bitch again. So go ahead, Efimi. I just want you to see the insistence, you know. And many times when I live stream, that's what I have. You know what I'm saying? But tonight I'm just showing you. Go ahead, Efimi.
I can only guess that the reason why they're using the whole Hebrew Israelite thing when they don't seem to have any rules whatsoever is because they're just trying to like legitimize the nastiness they got going on over there somehow.
Yeah, they will look for any biblical passage, you know, to try to excuse their deviant ways. Yeah. It's amazing. It's amazing. But they ain't going to be down with Sah with this conspiracy thing, you know. They ain't going to be down with him at all. They're going to say, oh, he blasphemed the Most High. Judas Nasty. I was listening to Sister Nandy earlier, and she went over some of Judas Nasty's claims. Judas Nasty said that he spoke to Sanetta. He blasted Sanetta. He wished death on Sanetta and his family members, even went as far as being a deviant by wishing that Sanetta's daughter gets raped. And Sanetta was on the phone with him. He spoke with Sa. So he may be back with Sa again. Judas Nasty is a punk bitch, a deviant, a disgusting individual who was making all the excuses for Polite when he was cool with Sa. Sa is using those cats to be his echo chambers. You know, anything that he knows may be seen as going too far, then he's using these male thoughts. And Judas Nasty is a male thought for Sanetta. Straight up and down. Don't be surprised if in a couple of days or a week or two, you see Judas Nasty back on 50 Frankie's channel. And he's not the only one at the end of the day who criticized Sa, but then ended up, you know, being cool with him shortly after. The guy with the devil horn, who's been Sanetta's wife for a long time, that dude said that Sanetta told him he was going to go in on him and his mother and his children. And he still said, I ain't going to go in on Sa. Male thoughts. How are we going to move forward as a people when we have the so-called male thoughts who want to act like leaders, act like we should pay attention to what they are saying. This was the era of chaos, man. This was the era of chaos. And what's sad is that it's not even black people, black men and women who put an end to it. It's going to be the law that's going to put an end to it. Then you're going to hear some people say, oh, I knew he was messed up. The same people on the panel, they're going to say, I knew he was messed up.
Yeah, they're going to have their people that's going to say, I don't care how many children they molested. I'm still.
Yeah. Yeah. Got that punk bitch again. Nothing else to do. And we can tell by the voice that it's not a child. That's the bitch ass conscious community dude. Bitch made to the bone.
It's like he want to troll, but he can't get his gear and stuff to work right.
Because he's too bitch made. He has a dildo in his buttocks. So he needs to save his breath, to go through the ordeal. They have rituals, funny rituals. So, right now he's in the, zip it down type of mode right now.
Like he on Windows 95 or something and it just won't work.
But I feel for you. I feel for this dude because, Sa has them trained. Sa is insulting their mothers. And they still come back on his panel. So he has them trained. And to test their loyalty, Sa can say, okay, today is a golden shower. Today is a milk shower. Today you get a dildo. You remember Tyra Banks? You will get Vaseline. You will get Vaseline. You will get Vaseline. That's how Sa be with them. Today's you guys are lucky. You get Vaseline. You get Vaseline. Here's a dildo. He probably having a holy milkshake, yeah, to feel closer to his God. My goodness.
Just like I said the other day, like imagine yourself walking in on these kinds of conversations. Folks talking about semen in their mouth. Folks sitting around talking about what really is rape.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or walking on past the street corner and hearing them say all that. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. But that's like that. Didn't somebody make a comment like, yeah, we're doing that, but we're not as bad as the Catholic Church, and
yeah,
I'd rather be, effed up my butt by a black man, by one of the brothers. And when I heard that, I'm like, oh my gosh.
I'm glad Sister Andrea said that because I even forgot that. That same dude who claims to be an ISUPK member, the same dude who claims to be an ISUPK member, and who said that their leader, General Yohana, molested a boy back in the day, and he paid the family off. Now he said he would rather get banged, effed by a black man than by the oppressor or something like that. Yeah. David, how you doing, my brother? You're on mute, brother. Oh well, actually, we don't hear you. Polite in the cage. Actually, you're not on mute. I saw you move your lips, but we don't hear you. Maybe it's something wrong with your mic. But yeah, that dude actually, and you know what? Hold on. What was the name of the stuff?
Oh, you hear me now?
It keeps getting worse.
We hear you now, David.
That's what we on today. That's what we on today.
I mean, that's their energy.
Just blew the roof off.
That's
I never
energy.
heard that one.
And this hat say justice too, right?
Come again?
I said you peep the hat say justice, right? You like that?
Oh, I didn't notice it said justice. That will be justice. It's coming soon. It's coming soon. Now, what was the the live stream? I think it was it's not that one. Hold on, live, and it was there it is. Oh yeah, but it was in the chat. Okay, it's gonna show on the screen. Got the name of the channel. So on the screen, it is the Zealots of Israel Ministry. There it is. And now, what was the title again? Lester. There it is. So for everybody, I'm going to share the title and the link in the chat. Now we show you the part where the dude said that he will rather get banged.
Who just joined
Black man
on the panel?
I'm sorry, Sister Andrea?
Who was that who just came on the panel?
Oh, that's the brother David, you know.
Hi, David.
Maybe away for a minute. But here it is.
Peace, sense and peace.
Now, he's going to write that he'd rather get banged by black men.
Wow. They saying this stuff on video, man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was text messages. It was text messages. Where is it? It's going to come soon. Move it forward. Moving forward. Moving forward. I don't remember the timestamp, but did I miss it? Moving forward again.
And I have nothing to do with Catholics.
Always looking for a bigger monster. Well, it looks like I missed it, but you know, he did say that at one point. It's a shame that I don't know this timestamp, but maybe if I go to my stream. They're talking about exploitation of animals in the zoo, man. People starving, it's all good. Normal. So let me see if I put the stuff on the screen. Oh yeah, I did not start immediately, so we have that. It's a shame, man. But the dude definitely said he'd rather get banged by black dudes than by like white people or something like that, you know. But anyway, I'm sorry. That circus scene reminds me of how Frankie has his thoughts trained, trained to the T, for real, man. Well, man. Well, you know, it's getting quiet. I don't know. Maybe I should put an end to it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that type of stuff just kind of leaves me speechless, man. That's
those cats. They no matter what, it should never be like that. Like just because you're part of a crew, and you know the person, like it's the person itself who says that their leader has done that. He believes that. That's why he wrote. It's like, oh, he paid off the family, so what? And so many times he said, so what? That was a long time ago. That was 30 years ago. So what? David wrote, he just looks so sad in that cage. Yeah. But
I
he's
wouldn't be
lucky if he
caught.
goes to prison and he gets out, healthy. But go ahead, Afemi.
I wouldn't be caught dead saying the type of stuff these dudes are saying. It's just crazy. How you sit around talking about how you'd rather get banged by this race of men or this what? They're having some crazy conversations, man.
Yeah.
Follow these folks.
He wrote that, man. And for him to write that is sus. It's real sus.
That ain't sus, boy. That's just flaming hot. That's man.
Yeah. When I heard that too, I was like, and these men are supposed to be what, helping our boys and stuff. I mean, I was like, this is just, to me, it's like, it's worse than the Catholic Church to me, because, they say that there are the leaders of our families and children and stuff like that. And so you have to wonder what's happening with the children still. It's just really sad.
You ain't saying that you don't want to get banged. You're talking about your preference for what type of person
banging. Yeah. It's crazy. Ooh. That's what I said. I mean, sometimes, when Shaka's saying what he's saying, I'm just like, I have to put my phone down to just like, did I really hear that? Right? Because it's just so, it's so beyond the pale. I'm like, are you kidding me? Who I said the same thing too. Who would just go out there and write something like that out there like that? Right? But, so I tell my husband, I said, just when I thought I heard it all, then something else comes up. And then I'm like,
it's getting worse.
Yeah, like, this is crazy. It's crazy. But, some people, I don't know. I don't understand it myself.
Wow.
I just know the old, seem like I guess, age doesn't necessarily represent wisdom. It just doesn't. Because there's got too many people out there that should know better.
That was some older dude that said that?
I'm not sure. I don't know. The guy who was, that clip he was showing was a younger guy who was talking about the comments in the chat or in his, on this live stream or whatever he was doing, whatever it was, he was reading comments. And so it didn't, there wasn't anybody that came up on his panel or anything like that. He was just reading stuff from the comments on his feed or whatever. But
it's a multi-generational pack of folks though, so you get it from the young and the old over there.
Yeah. That's just too much though. Our kids deserve better. They really do. And we can't, we always want to point to, there's something wrong with our kids and all this. They looking at somebody, you got all these, teachers molesting kids. You got all these, you got your preachers, you got police officers, you got everybody out there just thinking our kids are just fair game. And then they wonder what's wrong with our kids, right? It's just stupid.
Man. I guess, the more that they see that people keep following them, regardless of the crazy stuff they're saying and doing, the more brave they're going to become to just expose themselves even more, I guess. Until something's done about it.
Yeah.
But it's a sad thing that Black folks won't stop dealing with these folks just on your own without cops having to do anything or whatever. Just have some sense and have some conscience, a moral compass of some sort, man. Jeez.
Yeah, something. It's not that complicated. I mean, it's not that, and it's not that hard to get up out of something. It really isn't. Unless I guess unless they threaten you or whatever. I mean, some folks might be scared, but at the end of the day, it's not that hard to stop. I guess it could be if you're like, if you're addicted to what you're doing, or because you can be, have those kind of feelings like, what's going to happen if I leave, kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes that's just as hard to overcome as putting down a bottle of liquor or drugs or whatever, right? So people have to find the courage, I guess, for the lack of a better word, to get up out of a thing that's not good for you.
Now hold on, I found a first message, but that's not the one I was looking for. See, right now it's timestamp 3206 to be exact. Now, I'm gonna make it larger. Actually, I'm gonna make it full screen.
Nah, he never slept with me, but I rather would do that than love
the oppressors. But I think there's another message when he said he said he'd rather get banged by some black dudes. But here, if we go back, he wrote, "Nah, I never been molested, but it's gonna happen to your white kids, Arab kids, Asian kids, and so on." He thinks that other people will get molested. But there it is. Timestamp 3214. I'd rather get effed by my black brothers than defend the oppressors. You have to see it to believe it.
Something's got to give, y'all.
That's an ISUPK member. And you even have his face and his username somewhere in the video.
Come on, y'all.
An ISUPK member. And that video deals with the fact that the leader of ISUPK was found, was allegedly, has allegedly confessed that he molested a boy, and the family was paid off. Mm-hmm. And that dude here, for the record, is not anonymous or identified. That the dude who owns the channel, that's the person we see here. And once again, you have his name, whether it's his government name or not. We have his email address, his Facebook account, his phone number. What benefit would he get in being a public figure and coming up with such fabrication? And the guy who kept coming earlier, that's the same type of energy. He'd rather get effed by Sa than to go against the rapists and the child molesters. The future generation will see that and be like, damn, those guys were effed up. Yeah. It's a conscious community, folks. I mean, you even see his face there, but he's very small.
Wow.
A nice UPK dude who wrote he'd rather get effed by his black brothers than to defend the oppressors.
I want to say my fingers would probably start like going into a seizure if I was trying to type something like that, but my brain would go into a seizure first. Man, that is crazy.
Oh, bloody hell. That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm just wondering what.
There, I'm sorry, this is Sandra. You see the shirt? ISUPK. ISUPK. My goodness. But anyway.
Yeah, I just wonder what they mean by defend the oppressors. What does that mean? I'd rather get that than defend the oppressors. What does that mean?
I'm sure it means what he said. You know.
The rather part already killed me, so I can't even get to the latter half of it.
Yeah. Like, you know. That's crazy. Now, family, do these mofos look like a god likes them? My goodness. And they're the righteous one. If it's not ISUPK, then it's not of the Lord. They're probably hitting him. Some of these guys, they spend time in prison and maybe they need time to adjust. So they will need people like that to adjust, to make a transition. I mean, for you to just type that indeed, my goodness, means you thought of the situation. And
exactly. I mean, it is. I mean, it's like what he was saying, just to even, like Effendi was saying earlier, it's like, who would even do that? Who would just type something like that? You just let that thought get out of your head onto your computer. I would have hit a delete button at some point.
To this day, he ain't sent like a "my bad" or nothing like that. I mean, geez, he's standing on that. Wow,
this is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? Let's continue with this. Now, after he wrote that he would rather get F by his black brothers than defend the oppressor, we have this. See, that's his username there. Domestic abuse is not bad if it's towards the other nations, as they are spittle. I don't know if you say spittle or spittle. It's only bad if it's towards us Israelites, but if they are unruly and out of form, they do need to be put in their place, and we aren't part of IUIC. This dude said that domestic abuse is not bad if it's towards the other nations. Ain't that a sick person?
Well, they can try that and see if they're God to bail them out.
Yeah, they can try that. They can try that indeed. And when he's asked, which cult sect are you? He wrote, ISUPK, home of the truth, and we've been around since 1969. One West. You heard One West camp? Since 1969, we had degenerates like him. And they've been on Filthy Frankie's channel for the longest, even though we know that they are supporting rapists and child molesters. And here, that same dude wrote, rape is a sin, but not towards the other nations. And he even put the LOL. And this lady, Yami, told him, you can tell the judge that when you're doing 8 years. No wonder they're always catching rape charges, man. This dude got the teaching, and he's saying publicly, rape is a sin, but not towards the other nations. So if he's saying that publicly, you can only imagine what he says privately.
Yeah, I think that's a scripture in Leviticus that says it's okay for you to rape your slave.
David wrote, they seem religiously motivated to rape, but he put that in private chat. Any deviant that likes rape will be cool with us, with an organization like that. Because when it comes to the age, they can do it very young. Even if it's not rape, they can get them very young. This is the dude. This is his username. Look at him.
But the thing is, though, they're not going out to the other nations and doing that.
Smack. Sorry, sister. Raul Moreno. Okay. Let me see if I can see. My goodness.
I saw one part of the text message where I don't know who he was talking to, if it was you or somebody else.
Oh no, it was not with me.
It was you, and he didn't like what you were saying or something, and so you said, "I'm gonna block you" or something like that. And
no, it wasn't me. That full
somebody else.
Yeah, it was. Let's go back.
Said something about how he was gonna block the person. I just
it was saying that indeed.
Thought in my mind, like, so something can be so egregious in a text message that you'll block someone, but you won't cock block someone.
You see, it says your conscious community ninjas called our commanding general Yahana. I'm sorry, General. Let me say this. Let me start over again. You conscious community ninjas called our commanding general a pedophile because he molested a boy back in 1993. So what? That was a long time ago. And the other person says, hey, dude, you make me want to block you. You hang with dudes like that.
Oh, okay.
And then he added, You conscious ninjas, especially hoteps, molest little kids all the time, just like the Catholic Church. We got ex-cons, so what? It makes us stronger. And as the convo progresses,
ex-con child molesters make them stronger.
Yeah, that's it. They always have an excuse, you know. Here, the person says, you admitted to hanging around mofos who used to molest children. And he said, our commanding general and our brothers in our camp don't do that anymore. The other dude said, F you mean? And he wrote, and those brothers repented and don't do that stuff anymore. And he's like, dude, save it. And he goes, used to, not anymore. The other person says, that's BS. Pedophilia is a sexual disease. Now, I cannot read the comment at the bottom, but as the convo progresses, hold on, moving forward. You hang with a dude who raped a little boy in 93 and you stupid ass admitted it, you effing chomo. And he goes, who cares? He was never arrested or convicted for, so what? And he put some laughing emojis. To him, that's funny. He's our commanding general, he's our leader, and leads the nation of Israel. The other person said, pedo. And then he wrote, that was 30 years ago, and he repented, and he never went to prison for. Who cares? And then later on, he's going to say that the family was paid off.
Yeah, but they're not going out of their group of people to do all this. They're doing it to their own people. So how's that even remotely okay? I mean, they're contradicting what they're saying.
So something else that they'll say if you get them in the right conversation with it is, it's okay to do to your own people if it was a long time ago.
That's weird. That's weird. They have all sorts of logic. It was a long time ago. It was never arrested or to prison for it. You know what I'm saying? Now, hold on. That person wrote, your commander molested you and some boy in 93. He wrote, he never molested me because I was born in 1999. And he wrote, yes, he did. And he wrote, he slept with a young boy, but his elders paid the boy's family off, so our commanding general is safe. And he added, so what? So when you have these cats who say, oh, I never was charged, I never went to prison for it, how do we know? The question was, have you been, let's hear it. Let's hear it. Let's stop the music.
Are you accused of molesting your wife's niece, who is your niece through marriage?
I have no recollection of that. You would have to inform me of what you're talking about. I have no recollection of that.
Okay, I will be able to one day. So
He doesn't remember. Has no recollection.
That's the dude that we're talking about that
No,
did
no. That dude, that's Cesaria. That's a captain. They have ranks, you know. So he's a higher ranking member of the ISUPK, you know. But no, that dude, I don't know him. But the dude here in the messages, according to that username, you know, that's the dude that we saw a while back, you know. Or actually, I'm reminded that I wanted to look him up.
the commander that they're talking about that molested some kid in 93.
Oh, that's General Yohana. That's the leader of ISUPK. He's been on SAS platform many times, you know, like most.
How long has he been their leader?
A long time, many years, many years, you know. Let me try to see if I can find that person. So, Ban Yash Shaka, and then it says Raul Moreno. Let me look that up. Oh, we have something. We have something. I tried with other Raul Moreno. There it is. My goodness. He's a priest and an officer of 500 at Israel School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Let me share his Facebook account in the chat. So that's his profile picture. He has the same same type of dress code, YMCA type of dress code that many of them have. So he lives in LA. And ISUPK is about service. Is it right to judge? So he has a lot of ISUPK stuff. Now, let me look at the pics. ISUPK Res is an organization meant to help and address the issues plaguing the Native American community. Brotherhood is a weapon, and ISUPK is not afflicted with any other Israelite group of movement.
Y'all Native Americans, y'all better not let them on your reservation.
They're gonna find out the hard way. They're gonna find out the hard way, man. So let me see. Is that him? Sometimes when you maybe rise again. It was an honor, so it must be somebody else because he says, "Rise again, Carnal. It was an honor meeting you at that Passover." So he's Latino, Carnal.
Yeah, that's like
That's funny.
brother or something.
Yeah. Now I don't know why he has Eminem here. So here, that dude wrote Rasa means race.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna take a stand against Eminem and call out the European community for this and other various atrocities and mockeries they make. This is the dude who goes like he rather get F by black people. This is the dude who says that domestic abuse against other nations is okay, who says that rape in other nations is okay, but he's going to take offense at Eminem doing this thing here. I mean, some people are real degenerate, like to the bone. Street spanking?
Street speaking.
Oh, my bad. I said that stuff here. I'm like, what? I mean, so is it him right there? Looks like he's here. First met this Vato at the 52nd Passover in Houston, and now here we are, the 53rd Passover Hebrew Academy class of 2022 graduates. It's been a honor, Carnal, to go to war alongside you and continue this work to raise our raza up. My goodness.
So this guy isn't black.
No, he's obviously Latino, because if people didn't know, ISUPK, they have white people like Katazar, who is Puerto Rican and Italian. A lot of people don't know that they have white people in their ranks, and they talk all that black talk. Here he is again. Here, you see, that's the dude on the left here, and at the bottom that's the dude on the right.
Mm-hmm.
And he is a member of ISUPK. Well, at least he was in 2022. I mean, I don't know if he's been arrested for some crime now, because it looks like he hasn't posted recently. But here he is. That's the dude right there.
Very weird.
Like, what's his? Hold on. Let me go down. Oh, he has videos as well. That's Johanna.
I'm sorry. You said you wanted to be open. I'm sorry. Did I cross the line? My bad.
That's General Johanna.
Okay.
See? So
No,
I apologize.
Just respond to get back.
And that's the dude.
Shalom, Israel, Cuba, La Raza. Real quick, just want to touch on the situation that's going on up north, right? Of course, we're all aware, right, of the suspected serial killer that was recently arrested and of his victims.
Now, he's teaching in the street as well.
Jesus loves Israelites. Jesus does not love everyone. Give me Greek.
Jesus loves everyone.
No, it's not him, but it's funny. He wrote priest and officer, Thabawan Ban Gad blazing on these Edomite, Karens and Kens. I mean, what does it look like? This is a white dude going at other white dudes.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Loves Israelites. Jesus does not love everyone. Give me Greek.
Jesus loves everyone.
I'm gonna close this. I want to see what his latest post seems to be. Oh no, 14 hours ago. 14 hours ago, he posted that. You know, crazy Muslim tries to attack Israelites. So obviously, as of 14 hours ago, he was still an ISUPK member / supporter.
These ISUPK guys, they got like a mission statement. Like, what's the, you know what I mean? What's the purpose? What are they trying to accomplish?
They're just trying to get money and find women. When they consider them to be disrespectful, they find them. And, you know, obviously, you know, they like to get them young, you know, just like GMS. And, you know, nothing special, you know. And they are cool with SAR. SAR has been promoting them for the longest, you know what I'm saying? I mean, dang. At this point, this is not much to explore, you know. They are deviants. They have no problem with rapists, you know. Now, hold on. Typed it out and press enter with conviction.
Yeah. He talking about what that dude said. Yeah.
Yeah. And boom.
It's crazy.
They all each other up at the camp and zip it down. Jabari Osasi said that, you know, they all each other up and then they do push-ups, you know. And he said half naked. He didn't say topless. He said half naked. So does this insinuate that Taz is also a pedophile since the college stage, stating that he touched a child? The caller, the lady, just asked him, have you been accused of molesting your niece through marriage? And he replied he has no recollection of that, which means I don't remember.
That's
Hannah, he likes to do the butt. He's probably Mexican.
Wow. They asked him if he raped his niece. He said, I don't remember.
Yeah,
Wow.
I've just seen it. Let me play it again.
Are you accused of molesting your wife's niece, who is your niece through marriage?
I have no recollection of that. You would have to inform me of what you're talking about. I have no recollection of that.
Okay, I will be able to one day, so.
I have no recollection. Means I don't remember.
Yeah, why don't you just say no, brother?
Sometimes they don't say no because they are aware that there's some paperwork floating, you know, that the family of the victim have paperwork. And they'd be like, what? The nerve of you. It's that simple. That's why Napah Shadah is not denying. That's why Garfield Reed is not denying the accusation that Senator and Judas Nasty made against him. That's why Robborn is not denying. That's why Senator is not denying about Nikki Chanel. That's why Nikki Chanel did not deny about Senator. And now we're going to see how long it's going to take for the leader of ICPK, General Yohana, to deny or to just be quiet. But since that dude is a member of ICPK and he wrote that, where did he get that from? He got it from them. So most likely General Yohana will not deny. He may have been confirmed publicly. Who knows? Maybe he has confirmed already. Those Hebrew Israelites guys, they knew, man. You know? One guy from FOPE was on the panel of that video. And you have Konal who acts like he's against child molesters. He was kicking in with Tazayak, talking about, wanting to debate Tazayak. And they are cool with the Mighty Hebrew. On their page, FOPE, they have the Mighty Hebrew. The Mighty Hebrew went to prison for rape. We have the paperwork, the court summary.
And there was like a person next to him or a couple of people around him when he said, "I have no recollection of that."
It was Katusa, the white dude, the white member.
And you don't see nobody go like, nobody shocked. What you mean you don't remember? Oh, man.
That's how they get down, brother. That's how they get down.
Wow.
I will never answer with such a serious question. And like I said before, did you eat at Burger King, 3 years ago at 9 p.m.? I may say I have no recollection of that. But if I'm asked, were you accused of molesting your niece? I ain't gonna answer I have no recollection of that. You know or you don't know. At the time, it's not did you do it, it's were you accused.
Yeah, you know.
He knows. But it's like pleading the fifth, I mean, those cats, man, these conscious community dudes, man, you ask them some simple question, and for them to answer, they be bug dancing around the world. That's the deviant HOK mentality. A bunch of pseudo clowns, man. Even when it comes to so-called scholarship, you have a beach butler like Reggie, a punk sucker bitch like Pum Pum Smashwalk, where those guys want to change reality. And then you had that then pseudo so-called linguist or saw him or fake. You have all these damn deviant, barely intelligent human beings who thought that the dude was a linguist. Still capping for the dude like sucker. Even that punk Sekou Kele is capping and butt kissing a Sahim or fake, a fraud who disrespected Shekanta Diop, Dr. Shekanta Diop several times. And a punk Sekou Kele claims to be a Diopian. Make that make sense. I mean, Sekou has such a low self-esteem. It's just real sad, man. Real sad, man. Pan-Africans are some real foul individuals, man. Real foul. No direction. Just know how to butt kiss.
These guys say that they're Pan-African? I thought they hated Africans.
No. Sekou Kele. He's a self-proclaimed Pan-African. Sekou was butt kissing to Zayak. After Tozayak had the debate with Shaka Amos, he was butt kissing Tozayak. And Tozayak said that he hates Africans. Make that make sense?
As a people, I hate Africans because of what they did to my people. How can I let Red Pill come? Red Pill just have a different ideology than me, but he's still a brother. That 14-year-old African is an African. He's not my brother. He's not my people, period.
Now, I remember seeing a video where they actually had a little kid that was African in the video. And I think it was that dude that was saying...
He said he would not feed him at the cookout, because he's African. And
wow.
People were shocked, and Abicha Sanera made a video, and he said to Zayak, "You my brother, but you won't be back on my panel." And like I said so many times, about a week or two later, Zayak was back because Sanera is a punk bitch. I mean, Sanera had a dude who called him a pedophile several times back on his panel in exchange for money. Sanera is a punk bitch. Sanera has no direction. He has no morals, no integrity. Sanera has apologized to Polite after he went off at Polite. After he called Polite Baby York, Dr. York, he had Polite back on his panel. Actually, he had Polite back not long ago. A few weeks ago, Polite was back on his panel. You know what I'm saying? A few weeks ago, Polite was on his panel. And that's 2 years after Polite got the charge of sexual battery. Yeah. A few weeks back, Polite was on his panel. Via the phone. Then some other time back, he was on the actual panel. And that's where Chief X, went off at the HOK people, including me. I didn't even speak with Polite. And then while Chief X went at us, Chief X said, "Yeah, I got on the panel." Chief X is always very careful to caress Saneta's behind. Even when there was this situation that people have labeled scamming regarding that young lady who who passed away, who was killed actually. He was like, I'm not saying that. It's always, it's okay. I'm gonna. It is what it is. But anyway, it's going real slow, but it's so good. It's been 2 hours and a half. So we have established that Wolf Napah looks crazy. She looks like she's missing some boats. She's not a god. She's not a queen. She cannot kill us. She's just capping. I don't know who's whispering in her ear. I don't know what kind of drug she has, but she has some really, really, really strong mental issues that she should and could work on in order to improve her sanity. Because right now, it looks like there may be about 10% sanity left in her. And, that's a conservative number. So, brothers and sisters, I really want to thank you. We have Andrea Burnett. We have Brother Afemi. We have David. I'm going to make my closing remarks. Stay safe, stay healthy. If I'm allowed to, by the next channel, I will definitely holler back at you. I don't argue. I said facts. If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. If you do not think right, you will not act right. If you know better, you will do better. Way to do any channel. Hotel. Now, for the record, for those who don't know, I'm giving medical nature classes. And here, that's the flyer. Okay? So, those who are interested, feel free to holler at me. If you're not interested, it's cool. But I recommend that everybody who has not yet seen the video, Kemet and Ma'at, Before Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, then watch it. It has about 300,000 views and really deserves to have a lot more.
I just want to let everyone know who's listening in now and who's going to listen to this stream in the future. I just had my first Meta Nature class by Brother Shaka today, and I've had other Meta Nature lessons by other teachers, and I can tell you right now, the brother is the best in the game. He is that was one of the best classes I've ever had, ever. So if you're interested in learning the Meta Nature, if you're interested in getting the basics of it, Brother Shaka is an awesome teacher. Get with him, and it's extremely affordable. This brother is giving us his time and his skills, and he's basically giving it away. I mean, I just consider it a donation. You know what I'm saying? So if anybody is interested in learning the Meta Nature, get with this brother right here. He's an awesome, awesome, awesome teacher. And I'll end with that.
Hotep Senu, Hena Senut. This is Julie, also known as Servant of Yah, and I'm currently taking the Medu Neture classes with Brother Shaka, and it has been an amazing experience. Only 2 lessons so far, and I feel like I've been taking the classes for months, just with the how in depth he goes into the vocabulary words, the construction of the language, the grammar. It's been immeasurable, the experience. And one thing that comes across, hands down, is his extreme passion for teaching this to anyone who is willing to learn and has an interest in learning. So I highly suggest, if you are interested, even a minimal interest, that you subscribe to the classes with Brother Shaka. It's such a nominal amount for how much you get. I know, like, our last class was over 2.5 hours. It felt like 2 minutes, but because that's how involved you are in what he's teaching and how he teaches and how compassionate he is about what he teaches. Also with sharing materials free of charge, no question, no doubt. It's just what he does. He doesn't have to, but he does. And so I just wanted to give a short testimonial about the class and the effectiveness of the class. And all of that is attested to how studied Brother Shaka is. So I highly recommend anyone with a minimal interest that you do sign up for the Medu Neture class. Hotep.
Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, which is Ma'at Forever. forget to watch the video entitled Kemet and Ma'at. Don't forget to share Kemet and Ma'at for my channel on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, or other social media that you use. Email, text messages, you name it. Those who wish to donate can do so on paypal.me/Ma'at4ever.